it is after I got home from the Y and running some errands. Um, I noticed that the pipes had froze up. As you can see, handles are turned on the bathroom sink full force. No water is running. Isaiah and I had left about 2:15 to go to the Y and then run some errands. As you can see, the toilet is froze up. The tub, as you can see, the handles are on full force. The tub is froze up. I had my heater on. We have plenty protein or propane. Actually, PIP, the PIP heat program actually filled our tank for us. We got that about a week or so ago. So from Harvestland Co-op, as you can see, the kitchen sink is froze up, and I've been keeping the furnace in between 68 and 70 degrees. And I came home, like I said, around 7:23, went to start dinner for Isaiah and I, and pipes were froze up. So I texted Alex, have a copy of the text, to let him know the pipes were once again froze up. And it's 9:52, and I have yet to hear anything back from Alex Reck. I keep everything for my documentation. Like I said, I've been running the heat, have a full propane tank. Matter of fact, I'll show you this, and this may actually be the cause of the freeze up, but since the fire, no one has, our fire was actually January 31st, exactly 2 months ago today, and no one has come back to put this back on. I did take it upon myself to hook, because this is the heater that Alex Reck's maintenance men had left on January 31st, the day of the heater, or the day of the fire, when the pipes were froze up, and they set a propane tank, heater type, torpedo type heater thing, under my bathtub, and got the mobile home on fire. I did have to unplug it, because this is, as you can see, it's running my electric. Even though I'm on PIP, I don't want a huge back bill. But I did plug it back in approximately 7:30-ish. And it was still sitting there in the same place that had been sitting since January 31st, because no one came back to get the maintenance man's heater. So I did plug that back in. And like I said, that wall area there, which could be the reason of the freeze up, but nobody ever came back to put the wall back together after the fire. So, and I was specifically told by the maintenance men, Rick, not to touch it, that they'd be back the next day to pick up their heater and fix the wall and stuff. And this is 2 months later, and they've never come back. And this isn't my property, so I'm not going to touch it. So there's that. This is, again, just more documentation. I am sending a link to this video to Alex Reck, and so he can have it for his documentation. But again, here in the bathroom at 9:55 p.m. on March 31st, 2019. Water. Froze up bathroom. Froze up in the toilet. froze up in the tub. And we'll go back to the kitchen. This is my documentation. I've even turned on my electric furnaces that I bought. Sorry about that. That I had bought, and I've got them running, and I've also, for the last 2 hours, been running my stove, my oven, trying to fix this pipe issue. Again, nothing. So, my documentation, like I said, it's March 31st, 2019, and it is 9:56 p.m. in the evening, and I texted Alex at approximately 7:23 the first time. Haven't heard anything back, so waiting to hear, because I'd really hate for the pipes to bust. My heat's been running. I'll prove it right here in case anybody needs the proof. Right there's my thermostat. I don't have proper lighting in the mobile home, so let me see. I'll get my flashlight here, my trusty little flashlight. What I mean by proper lighting is the light's way down there, and you can't see here. So the thermostat, you can see where it's set at right there. It's about 72 degrees actually. I thought it was set at about 68, but it looks like it's about 72, because that little red thing there, of course, is the thermostat. And like I said, Harvest Land Propane filled us up. Pip and Heap paid for it. So got the receipts for that. Got a full tank of propane. No reason this mobile home should have froze up. Nothing. You can actually hear right here, because it's running right now, the furnace is. So here it is. You hear it running. So don't know why it froze up. Furnace was on. It's actually nice and warm in here when we got home, and pipes were frozen. So there it is, March 31st, 2019. I'm ending this video at 9:59 p.m. and still no reply back from Alex, but I am sending another text now and a link to this video. So there we go.